Welcome to 1000 PS TV. We put the Z900 up against the four mid-range naked bikes Ducati Monster, KTM 890 Duke GP, Triumph Street Triple R and Yamaha MT-09. How performs the Kawasaki Z900 in the test? Stay tuned, we tell you all the facts. Without fairing, without fancy stuff, but with the golden mean from sporty claim and tour-suitable driving position for the country road. 1000 PS compared 5 nakeds of the current model year in their standard version at a nice price. Along for the ride were Max, Valley, Horvat, Sonko and no pain to put the Kawasaki Z900, Ducati Monster, KTM Duke 890 GP, Triumph Street Triple R and Yamaha MT-09 through their paces and compare them on the road. Our 5 naked bikes in the side-by-side comparison. If we take a quick look at the most important key data, the Kawasaki Z900 stands out with the greatest maximum output of 125 horsepower at a fairly low 9,500 revolutions per minute, but also with the highest total weight of 211.5 kilograms. Although the Kawasaki is slightly cheaper, 10,795 euros in Germany, 11,299 euros in Austria, and 11,190 Swiss francs in Switzerland, than most of its rivals, the newly revised Triumph Street Triple R still excels in terms of value for money. There will also be a video online soon. If you're looking for a sporty naked bike with rich 4-cylinder power at an attractive price, the now legendary Z900 is just the ticket. It thrills with optimal weight distribution, perfectly tuned engine, high-quality chassis components and a crisp gearbox, which was also relatively short. In addition, the model variant we tested in metallic phantom silver, metallic carbon gray, or gray-red, as the Austrian is wont to say succinctly, also made a slim foot visually. Nevertheless, it is becoming increasingly apparent that the 4-cylinder engine seems to be slowly dying out in displacement classes below 1,000 cubic meters. The engine is and remains the king. Since its Euro 5 upgrade, it produces a maximum of 125 horsepower at 9,500 revolutions per minute and 98.6 Nm at 7,700 revolutions per minute. The power delivery is playfully fast, but at the same time linear and always predictable, and only comes to an end at the limiter just above 10,500 revolutions per minute. This performance is accompanied by the perfectly tuned transmission and a distinctly muffled, raw soundscape that not only makes the heart of pure 4-cylinder fans beat faster. At first glance, the Z900 has all the important electronic features with power modes, traction control and a TFT display including connectivity. The functionality in driving mode seems perfect, and the settings are more or less intuitive to perform via the controls. Nevertheless, the gap to the competition has grown significantly in recent years. Above all, the missing 6-axis IMU is a downer, which is why both traction control and ABS could not be implemented depending on the lean angle. Another major shortcoming is and remains the lack of a quickshifter, which is not even to be found in Kawasaki's accessories program. All competitors offer it either as standard or at least in the aftermarket. It is pure riding pleasure on country roads and racetracks. The Z900's powerful but silky smooth engine is joined by a matching chassis in the form of a 41mm USD fork with rebound damping and adjustable spring base, and a shock with rebound damping and adjustable spring base. Both harmonize wonderfully with the stiff frame, which is why even the comparatively heavy Kawa feels manageable at 212 kilograms. Added to this is the deeply integrated seating position with a great feel-good factor, which gives you full control over the naked bike. Whether wide or tight corners, alternating lean angles or hairpin bends, the Kawa tilts into lean angles almost as if by itself and cuts through the radii unflinchingly. But as in the last mid-range naked comparison test, the 1000 PS crew felt that, for example, the hyper-agile KTM 890 Duke GP captivates the rider noticeably more, and also the Yamaha MT-09 and the Triumph Street Triple 765R provide more adrenaline in the saddle. Kawasaki Z900 gets 13 points in the 1000 PS test. Ranking second to last place. Each of our 5 editors was allowed to award 4 points for evaluation in the test. 20 points were thus possible. With 13 points, the Kawasaki landed in front of the Ducati Monster on the second to last place of our middle-class naked bike ranking 2023. Why was it only enough for second last place when it does everything well anyway? The final result is a little deceptive, because the Z900 was still able to inspire most testers, but unfortunately not enough to outdo the increasingly tough competition. So the Kawasaki Z900 remains a real recommendation for all 4-cylinder mid-range naked bike fans, because in this category the Kawa is the undisputed number one. For me personally, the Kawa Z900 plays in comparison with the other bikes in another league, indeed the strongest in the quintet, but 20 kilos more than the heaviest of the 4 others cannot be eliminated, and in things electronics it is also no longer completely on the height of the time. A complete defeat, however, looks quite different. The Z900 still has its qualities. Above all, the, not only in this test, outstanding 4-cylinder engine offers felt from idle speed enormous sovereignty and pushes upwards wonderfully. For my taste, it could rev a bit higher, but that wouldn't fit so well with the dignified handling anyway. In terms of outdated electronics, what bothers me the most is the lack of a shift assistant, which isn't even available as an option. The other 4 show how quickly you get used to this ingenious feature. On its own, the Z900 is still a great naked bike with great value for money, but when compared to the other 4, it does show some age-related weaknesses. Conclusion on the Kawasaki Z900 2023. The Z900 is a playful all-rounder that handles the fast pace on the country road equally well as the unconditional grind on the racetrack. Thanks to its long wheelbase and rather flat steering angle, the Kawasaki rides like it's on rails, and even nervous handlebars can do almost nothing wrong when shifting, braking and accelerating out. Nevertheless, the Z900 is pleasingly manageable thanks to the deeply integrated seating position and the wide handlebars. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below the video. We will try to answer everything. Leave us a like and subscribe to our channel. There will be more videos on the mid-range naked bike comparison to come. Thanks and see you soon.